Hello, I'm coming on to share some important messages that came through for me that are not just for me. I want to talk about some really important topics. One in specific being words, words from other people to us that really impact and affect us. Being a content creator on YouTube and other social media platforms, I'm fully aware of how I have put myself out there, open for comments and other people's words to affect me. And for the most part, I've received so much love and support and beautiful comments, and thank you all. I don't do this for the accolades or comments. This is definitely something that I'm always guided to do. But on the flip side, there's a lot of really nasty comments and some just really out of nowhere, off, like I don't even know where they come from, but one in specific that has stuck with me since it just came to me. It was actually a comment that had been hidden from me from a video probably about a month back. I forget now, because it was the comment, the words that stuck. And of course, for me, the ego mind is like, all right, yeah, I see where you're at, and just sort of brushes it to the side. But when the words come back and they don't stop, that's an indicator for me to go deeper. Is this affecting me? How is this affecting me? And so I want to put it out there, specifically the comment that did affect me to the degree where I want to talk about it, because I understand how detrimental words can be, especially for the younger generations or anybody who is suffering from low self-esteem. And that's the thing. I have a lot of comments of how brave I am to put myself out there from people that I know. And I don't look at it as bravery. I look at it as I know myself. I know myself, and I challenge myself to be subjected to other people's opinions and comments, and I want to know how they affect me, because I don't want other people's words to affect me. That would be giving them power. That would be giving them the ability to have control over me. And this is truly what happens to every single one of us. Don't let your mind fool you. There are words that have been given to us by our parents, our caregivers, our teachers, our friends, our society that stick, and they affect us, whether we want to admit it or not. They truly do. It's really, and if words can control us, then that means anyone or anything can control us. And now being in a world of, we're constantly bombarded with social figures that are not, we're in this plastic world where everybody's molding and shaping their bodies and their faces and their teeth and everything to be this picture perfect looking thing. And that has been how it's been since I was young child. The epitome of a female body is supposed to look like a young 12, 13-year-old girl. And so I'm going into the comment that I came across yesterday, which I have to kind of laugh about, but at the same time, why it affected me, why it wouldn't go away. My inner guidance was saying, it's because I need to talk about it. I need to put this out there for anybody who is experiencing or has experienced the same thing and isn't fully aware of how deeply these words or these judgments, opinions, and then all of the plastic fakeness that we are subjected to, how that truly affects us. So in one of the videos, and I believe it was a collective reading, I don't remember the video because I actually deleted the comment because it had that much of a charge for me. It was meant to show me an aspect of myself that I'm fully aware of and will admit to wholeheartedly that have been affected by other people's body comments, body shaming, body dysmorphia comments throughout lifetime, not just myself, but everybody that I know. It doesn't matter, male or female. This is we have to be mindful of how words and what we are subjected to, what we are ingesting, how that truly affects us, how it affects our self-esteem, how we treat ourselves, how we treat our bodies. So it was an important, what I kind of at first laughed about because the comment came out of nowhere, and it was a really important message about energy and how we're treating the earth and treating each other. And someone out of the blue said, no offense. Well, first of all, if anybody starts a sentence off to you saying no offense, their intention is to offend you. So, and I'm actually not on this platform or doing this video to even shame the person who said these words. I certainly could, and I have that power and ability to do so, but I understand that this was definitely a lesson for me to look deeper within myself and find all the different words, all the different things that have impacted and affected me in my lifetime. So this person said, no offense, but you're getting thicker than a Snicker, or Snickers, thicker than a Snickers. And I just sat with that. I'm like, wow, this has absolutely nothing to do with the content that I have put out there. And how did that affect me? Well, I laughed at first. I deleted the comment because I also knew that that would also affect somebody else who may be having some low self-esteem when it comes to your image or your body or how you look. And this is the point of this message, is how subjected we have all been to our image, what we look like, how we present ourselves. And that is so not the point of this life here and being in these bodies and understanding how it affected me. So universe knows. I've definitely been going through some body changes as I get older. I am 51 years old now. I'm a grandmother, and hormones change, but also in my past, I would not admit this in the past, but words like that would affect me to the degree where I would do everything I could to have this perfect body image so that nobody could project that onto me. Doesn't work, by the way, but it actually makes you even more self-conscious. It makes you more like worried about what you look like all the time instead of just living your life. So yeah, in my past, even just last year, I was a lot lighter. Actually, even just a few years ago, I was extremely underweight and not healthy, not happy. And going through the metamorphosis I'm personally going through, sure, it's like going through puberty. It's like, oh, these clothes don't fit anymore. This doesn't fit anymore. But at the same time, I'm taking care of myself. I'm actually loving myself, my new body, and the new energy that I hold with this new body. And again, it's a ridiculous comment anyway, but I want to put it out there that we will continue to suffer if we have emotional reactions to the things that are said to us. If words control us, then we are giving, that means anything, anyone can control us. So it's really important to check with yourself when, again, the protector ego mind brushes it off like, oh, that person's an asshole and it's not true, and sure. But if it keeps coming back to you, like this thicker than a Snickers kept coming back in my head all night long last night. And I'm like, why? Why is that? Because I've worked really hard on not letting things like that affect me, and having good self-esteem when it comes to the changes that I go through. And it really doesn't matter anyway. I say that, but it does matter. It matters to a lot of people. Too many people really listen to the noise of the world outside of themselves instead of listening to the inner voice inside. So this is all about self-love, self-esteem, self-worth. And I'm not going to go and shame people for their ridiculous comments as much as I'd love to. I am grateful for them because they're showing me something deeper within me that had impacted me at a very young age. And I guarantee you that most of you out there listening, regardless of what your ego mind is saying, have been impacted as well by this. This is something that needs to come to an end as we ascend, as we evolve, as we grow, is to wipe away this plastic world, this perfectionism, this body image of how a woman or a man should look, should, present themselves. It's absolutely, we're feeding that monster if we continue to allow it to affect us. So I wanted to put this out there, and if you are actually listening, I doubt that you're listening, the person that left that comment, but apparently they had been watching me for some time to actually watch my body change and grow, I suppose. Be careful with your words, and all of us, be mindful with our words to each other and to ourselves. Be mindful of our judgments, even if they're just in the thoughts of another or of ourselves, because this is just continuing to feed this monster that we need to break free from, as far as our own self-worth, our own self-esteem, our image, which is ego, how we project ourselves out into the world. This is all our sun sign, our ego. And to one degree, it can feel good to make yourself pretty and look good, but ask yourself why. Why are you not satisfied with the vessel that your soul is dwelling in right now? Honor that. Our bodies are the most incredible machines ever designed, and you will never be replicated. I don't care how much AI technology is out that grows and evolves. Our physical bodies are amazing, and we still don't even know half of how they work or operate. And that's where we want to evolve to, understanding our senses, understanding the intuition, what we're picking up, understanding why we're in these physical bodies with all of these sensory experiences. Let's wipe away the slate of this plastic world of having to look a certain way, present ourselves a certain way, white teeth, no wrinkles, no jiggles anywhere. It's ridiculous. I will never fit in, and I do not ever want to fit into my size 2 clothes again, ever. I actually got rid of them all just before the summer because I don't fit into them. I don't desire to fit into them anymore. And that is not that was my intention in the past. I was actually my body is amazing. The fact that I can walk from what it's been through. I've had major back surgery. I've definitely abused my body through a lot of extreme sports and a lot of other things in my past. And now I'm at a point in my life where I've gone through the maiden, the mother, and now I'm in the crone stage of my life. And I want to honor the experiences that I have while I'm still on this earth, and not be so fixated as to how I'm looking while I'm having those experiences. I know that there are a lot of you out there who can resonate with this. So understand how powerful our words are. They are spells. They hook in. Even if the ego mind's forget about it. That's bullshit. That person's got a problem. Sure. But is it sticking inside? Is it talking to you still? Is it, asking you to go deeper as to why is this affecting me? Why can I not let those words go? That's all I want to say for right now. Just a little bit of a, public service announcement as far as our words go, how we talk to ourselves, how we treat ourselves, how we see ourselves, and then how we project our opinions, our words and judgments out to others as well. Be mindful of that. We really want to get rid of this image, and I don't know if it'll go away or not, but this plastic fake image that we're all supposed to aspire to be, which is ridiculous. This is just part of the duality of life, and it is really showing us, are you focusing on the important aspects of living, or are you focusing on something so superficial? And has that taken over? Has that got more power and control over you than your own soul's desire to live and have experiences and to grow, evolve, become wiser, understanding why we're here and what it is meant to teach us? So much more depth that we're really meant to be focusing on here now. And I really thought that's where I was until this comment came through. I'm like, okay, let's look at this a little deeper again. So if this is happening for you too, which I imagine it would, we've got a lot of Chiron activity, especially with Venus in a trine to Chiron, that is about our beauty, how we see things as beautiful and valuable, and what we put value on. So take a look at what you used to think was perfection, which there is no such thing, beautiful, valuable in your past, and where you are now with that. So that's what I have for everyone now. I hope that this was helpful for some of you, because I really want to help break the chains and free ourselves from a lot of this just utter nonsense that we've been operating and living in for very, very long, my entire life and decades beyond that. So, so much love to you all. Thank you for listening. Bye.